Let's welcome Dr. Andrea Marchetti. Okay, so that's the first step. Learning the language and then having your documents translated from... The exam is the Approbation or is that
the Approbation is the entire process.
the medicine, and then sign the contract and start the job. So basically that's the process.
Yes.
Okay, great. So that's the first part of this conversation, like the process of becoming a doctor. If I could ask you one thing you like the most working in a German hospital with German colleagues, can you say something about that?
I really love it. I really like it. I like it more than what I expected. Actually, I like Germans as colleagues. I must say they are really direct. They don't go around too much.
They don't sugarcoat.
Exactly. They tell you right away when there is some problems, and that's beautiful because that's what a work colleague is supposed to do.
Yes.
No? It's supposed to
Providing you feedback.
Exactly. They're not supposed to be your best friend. They're supposed to be a colleague. So, but they're really nice. They're really open. It's a really multicultural country. So in the hospital too, you have a lot of foreign workers.
Especially now.
Especially now, yeah. And everybody's welcomed, and they're really nice. I must say. The job is really good, organized, like everything here.
It's Germany.
It's not too many hours. We have a contract of 40 hours a week. That is really okay for a doctor, I think.
Okay.
And every extra hours you do, you get paid for it. And,
because you have your basic pay and then your overtime and such like. We will talk about that later on about when we talk about money. But so so basically you enjoy working with Germans because they're straightforward. They provide you feedback when it's needed.
Straightforward, but also really nice.
Next question.
Yes.
After talking about what you like, what is your main challenge working in a German hospital?
Still, after years and years, it's the language. Because it's not your mother tongue, so after an entire day talking in German, you're gonna be even more
tired
than a German.
I can relate to that.
With the years, it's getting better and better, of course. But yeah, the language is still not your language. Especially at the beginning, it's gonna be tough. Now I'm here after 6 years in the German part of Switzerland, but if I think about it, when I went to Switzerland, I mean, the language was really a big problem.
The Swiss German is different.
Yeah, exactly.
No offense to our Swiss friends, but you know what we're talking about.
Because you don't really do a course of Swiss German, you do a course of
German, Deutsch.
So,
but
at the beginning was really tough. The theoretical part of medicine is the same everywhere in the world, but in Italy we don't really do a lot of practice during the university. We don't really go that much to the emergency. Here they really do that. So
balance of practice and theory, no?
They do a lot. After the 5 years of theory, they do 1 year of practice, but they do a proper practice. I mean, you really work
with patients.
Yeah, exactly. So you are really much more fit for the job. You don't have practice. They do. It's not your language. So at the beginning, it's really challenging. It can be challenging at the beginning.
That's the reason why it's very important to take your German language classes seriously. If you work in a German-speaking country, expect that your patients will be just speaking German. I mean, come on. Don't go to Germany and expect that your clients are speaking Italian or Filipino. Come on. Okay, great. Next question. How about the workload? Because I hear sometimes people say you guys are overworked or something like that.
Okay, here there is more than in Italy. For example, you get we have, for example, a station or Abteilung with 40 patients. We are 2 doctors, so it's 20 patients.
In Italy?
No, in Germany.
In Germany.
It's more or less like Switzerland here, but a bit less. Sometimes in Switzerland, there is weeks in Switzerland when I worked 85 hours And
No way.
Yeah.
That's exploitation. I'm sorry.
Okay,
no.
I must say
It's not exploitation. I mean,
they pay
I
you.
know.
They pay you.
It's
They
paid.
pay you the
It's paid.
extra hours, so it's paid. It's not really, but
Exploitation.
I mean, Switzerland is really a lot. And
85
here is it's 40, like I said, it's 40 hours a week. But let's say we do 45 to 50. That's
50.
That's
Max.
more or less. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's a particular situation because with Corona, a different situation in the hospital is not really. It doesn't really mean that we work more because I'm in a surgery part, so we cannot operate that much because of the intensive care bed. So actually, we are doing less now.
Yes.
It's a bit strange to say that.
Because of course the situation, hinders.
So, and then I started here in October, so maybe when this Corona crisis ends, then it's gonna be more work even for us
and more money.
So but let's say 40 hours and 40 to 45. Really depends. The work of a doctor really depends on where we are working. And everybody, all my colleagues know about it. If you are at the emergency.
Depends on that time.
You can have boring days sometimes, and sometimes after 2 hours you wanna cry for how many patients you have. So it really depends on the day. Or if you are in the Abteilung in the station, you know more or less it's gonna be standard job.
Okay.
You can always have problem, but more or less it's gonna be a standard day. The emergency, you never know what's gonna happen.
So you can still enjoy. I mean, you still have this life-work balance.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like working today in emergency and partying tonight. No.
No, okay, not that.
Not that lifestyle.
You can have a private life. I think with 40 hours a week, it's fine. At 4 o'clock, you're outside of the hospital. You have plenty of time to do whatever, do sports or social time, whatever.
Okay.
You have time to do that.
The $1 million question: do doctors in Germany earn enough? I mean, you don't have to say the exact numbers, but are you happy with what you're earning?
I'm happy. That also depends on the city you are working in. The east part they pay you a bit less, but
here in Hamburg, in the eastern part. In the eastern part, they pay less. Okay.
Life is also more expensive here in Hamburg.
In Hamburg.
So it's of course they pay you more. It's fair. It's a fair.
Salary.
Salary.
What do you mean? What do you mean by fair?
You start from 4,000 euro.
As a starter, 4,000 euro brutto.
Yeah, brutto. Yeah, 4,500 depends.
But this is when.
But this is the basis.
When you don't have your experience yet, or what?
Yeah, when you start like with 25, 26 years old.
Okay.
And then it goes up with the year of experience that you have.
Yeah.
If you are Assistenzarzt, like still in the process of the specialization, you can go up to 6,000 brutto.
No. But this is the basic, excluding the overtime, the night shifts, and then the holidays work. Yeah.
The weekends you get paid extra more than the basic.
What do I receive in my bank account? What amount does it appear there?
Yeah, you start from 2,500, 3,000. You can get to 4,000, 4,500 for the end of the specialization. Die Weiterbildung.
Yes.
Like they say.
And that's more than enough, no?
It's more than enough to live in Germany.
In Germany.
I mean, Germany is not that expensive.
Yeah.
It's not New York. Of course, if you want to drive with a Ferrari, you're not gonna make it buying a Ferrari during your specialization, but maybe after that.
After that, you can have Ferrari plus Lamborghini.
Exactly.
And for now, with the salary, you can just have Tesla.
But you can have a nice life.
You can have a nice.
Let's say you make enough money.
So in general, you are happy.
I'm really happy.
Practice-wise, financial-wise, and cultural-wise.
Yeah, definitely. We have this wrong idea of German. They are really on social people.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really depends, no? I mean, with our personality, if you are an introvert, and you don't like to interact with them, they won't interact with you too.
Yeah, they're not gonna bother you.
You know, they won't bother you. So, you know, be friendly. It's like, hey, hello, hi. I mean, you have to exert effort because you are the foreigner coming here, and you know, we have to do the adjustment.
You have to adjust. Yeah,
exactly.
It's not their job to do that, but they are welcoming.
Yeah,
100%. I must say, well, I'm operating way more than what I did in Switzerland.
So you're learning more.
I'm learning more, much more. You want to do surgical specialization?
This is the place.
Germany is really the place because they have a good
they
school. And they are really organized, and they have a project for you.
They give you the platform to apply the theories that you have learned.
If you don't make it, it's really you are the one to blame.
Come on!
True. No, it's true. I mean, they're really nice to you as the bosses and the Oberärzte. They are all nice people and colleagues too. And you're gonna go to operate.
Okay. How's the hierarchy in the hospital? Do you feel that I am the boss, I am the head doctor, I am the general doctor here?
Okay, you start as a Assistenzarzt, the specialization. Then on top, over you there is an Oberarzt.
Okay.
Then you have a Leitender Arzt, and then you have the Chefarzt. The hierarchy is there. They are really nice. They don't really make you feel the weight that they have on you, but that you can never be disrespectful.
Of course.
I mean, you
at the end they're still your boss.
Even maybe if you're right and they're wrong, you always have to be really nice, trying to explain your position. And if you realize they don't want to hear from you, then you better keep quiet.
But they still give you the chance to share.
They still give you, in Italy you feel that even more. There is more hierarchy, and even to the Oberärzte, you have to use the third person, the C.
As a formal you in German.
Sometimes also to older Assistenzärzte. Here there is more human relationship also with Oberärzte,
Really?
But you, I mean, you get fired if you are disrespectful pretty quickly. So you have to respect. It's not like the army, but sometimes you feel like this. Sometimes they have a bad day and you feel it. You better be quiet. Sometimes they are more funny and you can joke more, but don't
go beyond. Don't go beyond the border.
Don't abuse it.
What kind of tips would you like to tell them for them to easily integrate in a German hospital as a doctor?
Give gas from the first moment. You have to. Especially the first weeks, they're gonna be really nice, really welcoming, but they are checking you. So from the day one, you have to really give your best and show them that you are good at what you're doing. Either you're a nurse or a doctor, whatever. But they check you. They want to see if they can trust you, leaving you alone, working with patient, and you know they have a high level schools and universities, so they're never sure about yours. So it's not racism. It's just they want to see what.
Yeah, I mean they care about the job. No?
Yeah,
and then. I don't know if you agree, they can be really patient. They have patience.
Yeah.
But their patience has limitation.
Has limitation, yeah. If you're not fit for the job, they're not gonna wait.
Yeah.
They're not your mother.
I mean, especially you as a doctor, you should be working alone.
Yeah.
I mean,
you have to be able to work alone. If your German is not that good, you're not going to be able to work alone, and you also need practice. You can be a doctor working alone if you never worked. So if you only have a theoretical experience, it's not going to be.
Of course.
But you can always come here before, as I said, before you get the approbation, and ask for an internship
or job shadowing maybe, or hospitation. I think they call it hospitation. It's like a job shadowing where you apply for a job shadowing or hospitation in a hospital, and then you will be there. Let's say sort of like following following the doctor and then observing what do they do, like how they do things, and yeah, that really helps you a lot because it gives you the impression.
With the language
as well,
practicing, I'll definitely
and as well the culture, the work culture in that organization, you will get used to. It's like I don't think I will. I don't think I want to work in this organization. So yeah, I mean,
it's also for you. It's both sides. No? Maybe maybe you don't like it. Maybe you come here and you don't like it. You don't like them. It happens. I know people that came to Switzerland or Germany and then after 3 weeks they say, no man, it's not for me.
Yes.
Just come. I would definitely do an internship now. Going back to 25 years now.
You would do an internship.
I would do the first an internship during the university. I would start. I would ask for a year or at least 6 months. You learn more German in 6 months being here than in 5 years with your German course. You really need German. German is not a language you learn from school. You have to leave.
You have to be immersed in the community.
Yeah.
So if you guys have the financial resources, learn the German language here in Germany or in a German-speaking country, because you will be exposed with the different accents, the different Umgangssprache or the slang words that they usually use. Because yeah, I agree with you. You know, I know people who studied German back home for 5-10 years, and then when they arrive here, they're like, guten Morgen. Switzerland pays more than Germany.
Yes.
Why suddenly, or why did you change? Why did you move here?
Yeah, there was the beginning was a bit difficult because when you're making more money, you know.
I know money can be really like, you know.
Yeah, it's difficult to say goodbye to money, you know. And so let's be honest.
It can blind you.
But in Switzerland the problem was that I was working a lot of hours, as I said, sometimes 85
a week.
I mean, something crazy. And at the same time, I was not enough at all in the operation room. So Switzerland is a great place for doctors, but in general, but surgeons, it's gonna be difficult that you get. That they let you operate, and if you don't, it's like driving a car. If they never drive you a car, you never learn. Operation is
you
the
just
same.
know the parts of the car, but you don't you don't have.
If you never do it yourself, you never learn. And surgery is the same. If they don't bring you to the operation room, you never be a good surgeon.
I think medicine in general.
If
you don't practice, it's useless.
What we said before about our countries, that what they do better here, I think, in the universities, that they let practice the students, and surgery is the same. So that's why, you know, I saw that even if I was pushing and I was working like a slave, paid slave, but
in
still,
Swiss francs,
after 85 hours in a week, you start really wondering what I'm doing here.
I didn't learn anything. I didn't learn that much.
No, okay, I learned a lot, but
you wanted more.
If you want to be a surgeon, you have to learn how to operate, and I was not learning. So that's why I left for Germany, and I'm really happy I did it because I'm operating a lot. So yeah.
And you found a great Filipino.
Yeah, that's good.
That's just kidding, but yes. Okay, Andrea. Before we end this conversation, what would you tell those aspiring international doctors who want to start a career here in Germany?
Do it and learn German. Don't lose time. Just it's gonna be difficult at the beginning, especially first months. It's gonna be you will want to quit. Don't do it. Okay, keep doing it. You're gonna learn a lot. They're really good at teaching and making you practice. They expect a lot from you, but they give you a lot.
Okay, and for those who wants to contact Andrea, who wants to PM Andrea, I mean, you can follow him on his Instagram account here. You will find it here, Instagram, and then he will try to answer your questions as soon as he leaves the operating room.
I don't like to take photo in the operation room, but
selfie with a patient?
No,
that's not allowed in Germany.
No, don't do that. That's another. You get fired for it. You can get in trouble for it, and it's good that you should get in trouble for it. But if you have questions, no problem.
In 5-10 years, if you will be needing a urologist, Here's the guy. Okay, that's why follow him on Instagram. Not for personal.
You don't have to follow me. You can ask. You can John, ask your question. You don't have to follow me. Don't worry.
Not for personal purposes, but only for professional.
Don't worry.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much, Andrea. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you guys learned something. And like what we said, write down your questions in the comment box below if you have some, or message directly Andrea and he will try to answer your questions as quick as he can. So yes, thank you again guys, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video and make this famous urologist in the future. So once again, this is your Filipino hamburger who wants to say that we just need to do it and then go with the flow.
Yes.
Have a great day everyone. Ciao Bella, ciao Bella, ciao.